Today marks the beginning of the end. Well, we hope so anyway. For such a tiny little bathroom, getting all the bits and pieces that we've needed and getting them all into place has taken so much longer to do than we expected.
So there you go. The first bit of bathroom that there is to see.
In so many ways, this little project in our stone house has been a perfect practice mission before we start the monumental task of building our family home here on our farm. For now, our focus is on desperately trying to get a functioning bathroom and space for my parents to stay, who arrived from Zimbabwe in less than a week. And despite the mounting pressure...
All right, well, we've just gone completely off the rails.
It is so exciting to see our vision come to life and to watch this little space transform. I think it's going to be pretty special indeed.
That is Obi's first glimpse of the digger. Olá, bom dia. Go say bom dia.
Bom dia.
Crusoe, what a way to start the day, buddy. It's a digger day, folks. You know, they are our favourites. But today, we have no idea if this is going to work. And to say that it's important would be a massive understatement. There is an awful lot riding on this going well. So what exactly is going on? Well, we need a new septic system for the farm, like a new wastewater management system. We are really battling. Our current one is just not fit for purpose. We've had it emptied, it doesn't get any better. And honestly, it smells a bit around here. And it's with all the guests we have at the minute, there's a lot of pressure on it. So for the new house, we wanted a new system, and well, we just need it right now. So what we've ordered and what we've purchased is a waste treatment unit. And it's a fairly snazzy piece of kit by the looks of things. It's not very big, which makes me really nervous about whether or not it's going to be able to handle what we need it to handle. But Mario's here this morning to dig a hole. There you go, men on a mission.
Right, my darling, I'm going to get back to it. I've got a very busy day.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah.
That's Crusoe sorted for the day.
Wow, that's so cool.
So John's just left us to go and carry on like a madman trying to get that bathroom finished. All of this is so that our guests maybe have a bathroom to be able to use while they're staying. We failed to have it ready in time for John's mum, but my parents are the next people to arrive. So the pressure is really still on. There's no letting up with it. So Mario's going to dig this hole today for this septic system, and it's a really clever waste unit where the wastewater goes in, it processes it, and then it expels the clean kind of grey water, if you will, back into the land around it. So it doesn't need to be emptied as often as an old-fashioned septic system, and it's a really clever way to use water. Our ultimate plan is, if you've been here a while, you might remember that we installed a drain pipe underneath this field a really long time ago. And part of that is working from the middle of the circle to drain the water off the road down to the bottom of the farm. It does work, and it all kind of comes out below the lawn. So the idea was, in an ideal scenario, we have no idea if this is going to be possible. We would love to be able to collect the water that comes out of our waste unit and pipe it, connect it to this drainage pipe that's already buried, and connect it into that so that it flows in the same direction to the bottom of the farm, where we have plans to build more water storage. And it's a pretty monumental day. It's pretty important, this, and hopefully we can figure out how this thing works. As I say, it's pretty snazzy. It needs to be connected to all of the electrics. It needs to be connected to all of the plumbing. We're a little bit skeptical that it's big enough because it's not much taller than John. So yeah, fingers crossed. As I say, John's going to be in the bathroom getting all that stuff ready, and well, let's just say Crusoe's day is made. Wow, that's a big hole. Are we there, love?
I think so, yeah. I think this is going to be quite complicated, this project, because I'm pretty confident that the Portuguese don't install stuff like this normally, certainly in the countryside. Normally they just put 3 or 4 really big tanks in the ground and then empty them when they get full. So it's a little bit more complex, and so I'm having to read the instruction manual. Who reads instruction manuals?
Most people love, just not you.
I've been concentrating so hard. Tara sent me off to get some glasses, everybody.
Yeah, John's got glasses on the way.
So Mario's dug straight through the topsoil, of course. We've got about, well, from what I can see, probably about half a metre of topsoil here. And he's dug straight into a rock, big rock. Now the instructions call for this to be sat on a cement base. I mean, it's rock down there, so I think a sandy base would be pretty good just to flatten it off and make it a bit more cushioned, and then we'll start backfilling. But I don't know whether we should be putting the septic tank in the ground before George gets here, George the plumber. I'd like him to have a look at it before we put it in the ground. Tá bom. See. Yeah,
He's saying, do you want him to bring the tank to put it in? Do you want it in or not?
Let's bring it. See, George. It's better because it's complicated.
That's a nice quick job, isn't it?
Yeah.
That bit, anyway.
Mario's going, Mama.
Yeah, Mario's off now, buddy. That's it for the digger. Say bye, digger.
Bye, Digger.
So, obrigado, Mario.
Obrigado, Mario.
Love it. Well done, boys.
Well done, boys.
We can jump in that hole.
No, you can't jump in that hole, buddy. It's
That's
really
a little bit
big.
too big to jump into.
Oh, you mustn't jump in there. You will hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Very sore, are we?
I think if you jump in there, Crusoe, you might end up in China.
John and I have just been talking about the olive trees down there because they are doing so well. So we showed you guys a couple of weeks ago how they were just starting to set out shoots. Anyway, they've got loads of leaves coming now, all except for one, but we'll see how that one does. But anyway, in the next few episodes, the long-awaited and much-anticipated adventure of going to Deer Plant and moving one of their absolutely beautiful olive trees onto the farm is going to come out, because we're about to do that. We are just about to head out to go and see Claudio and start that process off. So keep an eye out, folks.
Alright, well, we've just gone completely off the rails. Totally different from what we originally planned.
Massively.
So, well, we'll see how it goes on. Go home and have a go. Okay, team, so yesterday I fitted this floor. It looks pretty cool. I'm really chuffed with how it's turned out, and especially pleased with, well, how do I say it without, sounding a little bit, I'm especially pleased with how it's actually gone down. It's all very level, the gaps are fairly almost perfect. So I'm really, really pleased and chuffed with it. What happened this morning? We got a delivery of tiles for the wall. The wall tiles arrived this morning, but when they arrived, we looked at them and went, no man, they are just not the right kind of tiles for the project that we've got in mind now, especially considering we've taken this cabinet here and we've taken the wall tiles, and they're a little bit, not what we'd originally planned. So we had a bit of a panic this morning. Those tiles, let me get one of those tiles, I'll show you. Here we go, I got them. Okay, so this is the tile that we ordered, and we kind of ordered this, well, before we started thinking about these floor tiles. Now, if you put those up against the floor tiles like this, you're going to see that they're really, really white. They're shiny, they're glossy, they're pretty in your face, and it's just not the style of bathroom that we're really going for in here. So we've had a panic this morning. We looked at those tiles. They were pretty expensive tiles as well, which is a bit frustrating. But Tara's quite rightly said we've got a whole house to build a little bit later on. So we're not going to have to worry about not using these tiles. We'll definitely find a place for them in the future. So let's just put those in the not garage, store them out the way for a future date, and let's go and find some new tiles. So we took a quick drive down to our local bathroom store. There is just one really big one. And normally you turn up there and you've got to order stuff and it takes 6 to 8 weeks to get delivered. So then we were thinking, well, that's not going to really work, but let's go and have a look anyway. We took some of the floor tiles with us, and we took some of the wall tiles as well, these tiles and these tiles with us. And we started putting them up against tiles inside the shop. And what we found, I think, is going to work really, really well. Rather than get everything out of the boxes just to show you, I think it's probably easier that we get along and start putting the tiles on the wall and have a look how it goes. Now, we've got a shower tray here. Of course, the shower tray is going straight across the back wall right there. If you remember, the old toilet used to be against this wall here, and a bidet was there, and we had this square shower here. So we're going to need to cut a hole in the floor, big enough for this, stick the shower tray down, and then, well, I think we'll probably be able to start tiling the wall straight up. You know, do we need to wait? I think let's start by sticking the shower tray down and then tiling above it, because the tiles I've got should go up pretty easily. All right, let's do it. I'm not entirely sure. That's going to go down on the floor. It's going to be horrible to get back up. All right, let's get a tape measure instead. Okay, 35 down. 35, 35, 35, all 35s.
Hello folks, it's Tara from the future here. You're getting a tiny sneak peek of what this room looks like once John has finished everything he's doing today. He has worked so hard, and I'm really, really, really chuffed that we have a nice, comfy spot for him to come and put his feet up at the end of the day. And it's a little chance for me to say a massive thank you to today's sponsor. This is our new FlexiSpot XL6 recliner. I've never been much of a recliner person, but this one has massively changed my mind. It is so comfy to sit in, and it has 2 remotes to be able to control the various features that make it extra special. So the first one is, of course, the recline feature. What I love about it is that you can control the footrest and the backrest separately, which is pretty snazzy, and it also lies back a full 180 degrees. My second snazzy remote has got the massage feature. Now it's got leg, thigh, lumbar and back. You can isolate the different regions. It also has a heating function, so you can warm it up and get nice and cozy, and you can set it on a timer. So that's a really lovely treat at the end of a long day of work. In comparison to other recliners who offer the same features, usually those would fetch in the region of over $2,000. The FlexiSpot XL6 is less than $500. My parents are actually already here because, if you remember, it's Tara from the future. And my mum has had 2 knee replacements and is currently going through the recovery from her second. And getting in and out of chairs is really actually quite tricky, and this chair makes that so much easier for her with its full lift function, where it literally rises up and makes it really easy for you to get up. So if you're somebody who is struggling physically with getting older or having had an operation and needing to recover, something like this is a really good idea. If you guys would like to make 2024 your year of ultimate comfort, I couldn't recommend the FlexiSpot XL6 enough. Please use the link in our description below and our unique code, which I'll pop on the screen, and you will get $50 off your first purchase
of your own recliner. And if you want to buy two, you'll get $100 off.
Place where we can go and be alone. So come away with me, nobody has to know where we gonna go. I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me, to run away with me. Don't tell your friends, but let them know we're safe later on. The road is calling, sun on our skin, sleeping under stars when it's gone.
Alright, so the last time George was here, George, by the way, is the plumber. He's a bit of a dude, that guy. I like him a lot. So, the last time he was here, he said, best way of doing things, John, is to put the tiles on the wall first, and then put that down, the shower tray down afterwards. I am almost certainly in agreement that George knows best. But I kind of feel like it makes more sense to put the shower tray down first and then put the tiles coming off of it and up. I really, just like that surely is more sensible. I can hear you, Peter. You're there going, no, put the tiles in place, don't put the shower tray down just yet. Yeah, I hear you. Let's put it down and see what it looks like. Think about getting it back up again, that's the thing, isn't it? I just want to see whether it fits and whether I've got the line right. I guess, actually, this is one of those things that, if you don't have utter confidence in your ability and what you're actually doing, whoops, this is probably one of the downfalls of doing it yourself. You kind of do it in the wrong order because you want to make sure that everything goes together properly and as it should. Alright, so that's how that's going to be. The hole's definitely big enough for some water there, for drainage. Tiles go up very nicely against that edge. Look at that. I'm happy with that. Great. Alright, so what we've got here is a wall that's a bit wonky, not exactly square, that we're going to need to try and straighten up as we put the tiles down. So this is the thing, you see. That's it. Without first putting the tiles in place, without first putting the tray in place, I wouldn't have known really that wall bends in or goes off incorrectly, because that's square again, that's flush against that wall there, and it's flush against the tiles here. It's this wall that's the problem. This wall's fine. The toilet, of course, is going to be here.
I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me.
Looking good, everything's level. That's so good. Not easy. Oh God, it doesn't know what he's doing. Alright, so we can now warm up this. Do something with that wall. Before we carry on building any more, I want to make sure that I'm getting everything that's sort of a fixed size in place so that I haven't got it wrong. We've got this little gap here, and the reason why there's a gap there is, well, this wall here is 130 centimetres. This tray is 120 centimetres, so there's been a bit of rendering going on. It's now a 7 centimetre gap there between the tray and the wall. I've got this is the shower door. And before we start putting anything together, I want to really make sure that we've got the shower door the right size. I don't really want it to be trying to squeeze it into a space where it's not going to go. So, strangely, we bought a shower door that was 120 wide, but this looks to be 118 centimetres. I don't know why that is. I think there's some flex in the distances as well. 118 and a half that is at the moment. So I'm just going to have to build something here. See how we get on. Alright, we've got plenty of wood. So when we sit on it, you can see it. Two. Okay, now the shop. What opacity. A really deep hole in the ground, looks like. Hopefully we're going to be able to put the septic tank, which isn't really a septic tank, it's a septic treatment tank, into the ground fairly soon. Now George the plumber did pop over and he had a look down in the hole. He's like, yeah, that's a really great hole. Nothing to do with me, that's a Mario hole, that one. But he said before we put the big tank in the ground, there's a whole process that we've got to go through, including laying a cement slab so that if the ground underneath it gets a bit soggy, it's not going to be a problem. The second thing is, as we fill up the tank, or as we bury the tank into the ground, we've got to fill it up very gradually with water as we go so that it doesn't collapse in on itself. There's a lot to think about, a lot to do. So I've got Joao with me here. Together we are going to be setting a cement slab down there, but all of the sand and all of the cement is up the top there at the back of the extension, which is right at the top. Also the cement mixer is up there. So I've been talking to Joao, I'm like, okay, should we bring the cement mixer down here and mix the cement down here? But then we'd have to bring all of the sand down here, and we've got this big wall here to get stuff down. So we're going to have to, first of all, I think, make it easy on ourselves and build a contraption so that we can slide the cement into the hole. Then we've got to level off that slab so that the septic tank is nice and vertical, it's not leaning at an angle. So before we do any of the work, I'm going to get down there and just have a quick measure, make sure that we've got it at the right depth. What we don't want to be doing is putting a cement slab down that isn't the right size. What I mean by that is that it's, you know, not going to make the tank fit in the ground. About 2 meters, but I say about, this is definitely not going to be an exact science, because no matter what happens, if it's too high by 20-30 centimeters or too low by 20-30 centimeters, Mario is going to be able to organize the land so that it fits really nicely. But 2 meters would be a good height. One thing I do know is that the top of that, the tank absolutely must be sticking out of the ground. It can't allow water when it rains heavily here in the winter to go inside it. So we need it to be at least 2 meters deep. That there is it's 2 meters to here. So this length here, that's 2 meters 10. All right, Joao, I think we should do a bit of digging. Nice. The good news is it's literally just rained, so it's all very soft soil at the moment. Lizard there. We've got a really big space here. I think what I'm going to do is make the structure, make the wooden framework, and then we'll dig inside that and just move the soil to the side instead of throwing it out the hole. So I'll go and do that. 15 centimeter slab is what's required. Add to the extension. All right, we've got a whole bunch of stuff here. I think we'll use this board because otherwise it's just going to go to waste. 1.5 meters. What I love about this as well is that we're using wood that would otherwise have just gone to recycling, tempting to use proper lengths of wood, you know, but actually I don't want to do that. Just put that into a square and then we're good. Okay, Joao's just taking out just a little bit more of that dirt. I've cut a few pegs. I'm going to put a peg in each corner. Then I'm going to make a wooden structure and basically fill it up with cement. The top of the wood I'm going to level off so we know where level is, but we have hit a slight snag. As predicted, down at the bottom of there is some very, very, very hard composite soil, gravel, stone type stuff. It's not easy to dig into or even hit anything into. Straight onto stone. All right. Great. Yeah, we need that. Okay, ladders. Let's keep those ladders in that corner as well. Okay, what we've done here, you guys just followed all of that anyway, so I'm confident that you're going to know what's going on. But we've got a nice square here-ish. It's more of a rhomboid than a square, and everything is level. So when we put the cement in, we'll be leveling to the tops of the wooden boards. Now, of course, those wooden boards are going to degrade and go to the earth. That's just how wood happens to react. Well, it might not. You never know, because it's underneath the ground. It might not get any oxygen, in which case it won't have a chance to rot. But the point is, we're not worried about the wood. We just want to get a nice flat cement slab so that septic tank can fit nicely on top of it. So Joel's quite right. Let's put some gravel down first, mix some cement, throw it in place, job's done. But first of all, we have to work out how to get the cement from all the way over there to here without climbing a mountain. So this is what we're talking about right here. We've got to get the cement from up there down here. We've got gravity on our side, Joel. What do you think? Good. Let's do it. Joel, do you want to get another piece of this wood? And we'll reuse a couple of these. Yeah.
And for the cement to going well.
Okay. Oh, I like it. There's a big smile on Joel's face if you missed that, everybody. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do more. Let's see if we can catch that smile now. Great. There we go. All right.
So come for a check.
Yeah, come and look, Crusoe, but stay up there. Joao and I have built a slide for gravel and cement. Watch what happens. Because we've got to fill this hole up with a bit of cement, you see.
I want to see that closer.
All right. Hang on. Wait. Stand there. Look, watch. That, my boy, is called gravity, amongst other forces. Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah. Joe's going to come again and do that again.
He's going to do it again, yeah?
And do all the ends.
Yeah. Joao came up with this totally fab idea.
Love it.
Have you got another bucket? We need another one.
Well done, Joel. That's so cool.
Let's do it.
Ready? What thing is that?
High five, buddy. Love it. As we go along.
You're fine down there?
Fine down here, Crusoe. Thanks very much. Do you want to come down too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine, Daddy?
Yep, you're fine. Look at that, boy. Hey, that's a deep, deep hole you're in.
How's that happen? Where's the slide go?
Right there. Look. There we go. That's good.
We can get that out, Daddy.
It's a little bit off.
Centimeters is this centimeter. Or like that.
Good.
It's like that centimeter, like that centimeter.
You're right, Crusoe.
Like that centimeter, like that.
That's it. We just wait for Joao and his cement.
I'm gonna go back up.
Okay, buddy. Up you go. Can you climb yourself? Let me hold your spade.
Now, I'm gonna come back up and then down. I'm gonna go sit. Done it.
High five, buddy. That's a great result. Well done, you. Yeah,
Down the slide.
that's it.
Maybe slide down.
Are you ready?
Yeah, you ready? You ready? Is that far?
Over there next to the hammer. Don't touch the wood. Next to the bucket. What's up, Obi?
Next to your bum.
What do you see? What do you see? Hey, in or out?
Down,
Down, down, down. Okay. Come on then.
I'm fine, Daddy.
You're fine. You good?
What do you want?
Okay, Joao, let's do it. You got it? You're not going to drop the wheelbarrow, are you?
Ready, Daddy?
Okay, Chrissy. You got it, Joao? You sure?
You ready, Daddy?
Nice. Next mix. All right, buddy, let's get out of here. Go and mix some more cement, hey? You going up? You're getting very good at that now. Look at you, you're like a professional. Check you out, dude. That's so cool. Well done.
I want to come back down now.
Okay. Okay, that's it. Joao and I have popped that in place. We're all done. Delighted. I don't think it can get better than that, to be honest. I think it's just good enough. It's rather a rhomboid than it is a square, but it's definitely going to be flat and level, which is the most important thing for that septic tank. We just wait now for it to dry, a couple of days, and then we'll be able to lower the tank in place, and that's when the interesting bit starts to take shape. Who knows how to install that tank? We'll wait and see. Good job, Joao.
Good job.
If you want one of these great badges, link in the description below. Remember, clicking on those links helps support our channel. Thanks very much for watching.